Guys, welcome back to the channel. Xcn survives whilst other altcoins die. Let me walk you through exactly what this means for you as an Xcn holder, what this looks like, and more in depth, what this means for Xcn long term. Now, I'm sure you're all aware there is major selling currently happening, not just in the cryptocurrency market, not just in the altcoin market, but also in the stock market as well. And don't worry, towards the end of the video, I'll quickly talk about what will likely happen to Xcn long term if this selling pressure continues. But first, let's talk about Xcn's price performance so far for the day. It's currently down 9.3%. Now, of course, this is still quite a deep sell-off, but if we compare this to, let's say, Ethereum down 15%, or XRP down 13%, Solana down 13%, Dogecoin down 30%, Cardano down 30%, you name it. Most coins in the market right now are performing a lot worse than Xcn. But when I say Xcn survives while other altcoins die, I'm not actually talking about this 24-hour percentage gain. Let me walk you through what I'm actually talking about and why you as an Xcn holder should be quite pleased and also quite excited. If you bought Xcn at the start of the year, and I'm not even going to say from last year, I'm just going to say from the 1st of Jan, you would currently still be up despite the aggressive selling pressure since the end of January. You are still up over 252%, which means you are currently outperforming the entire market. If you sold at the peak, at the start of the year, you would be at almost a 20x on Xcn. So no matter which way you look at it, if you held, you make a 20x. Sorry, if you sold, you made a 20x. If you held, you're still up 250%, which is outperforming pretty much most coins in the cryptocurrency market. Now, of course, if you bought in here or somewhere around this area, you're obviously going to be down, and we're going to talk about that as well. But overall, I wouldn't be upset, and in fact there's nothing bad you can actually say about Xcn. So in my previous video, some people left comments saying Xcn's a completely dead project, etc. But in reality that's not the case, because you can clearly see it's up over 250% for the year despite the overall market not moving. Now let's talk about what this actually means for you as an Xcn holder. Well, it means several things. Number one, as long as Xcn can hold this area, if the selling pressure continues from the overall market, you can expect a slow bleed. So for example, from this current area, we might see 20-25% sell off, maybe even 30% sell off, and that could mark the bottom, right? So you're looking at a potential downside move around 20 to 30% from our current area, if of course the overall cryptocurrency market continues to sell off and stocks continue to sell off. But this still outperforms the market because other coins are going to be down 50%, 60%, even 70% from their current areas. So Xcn right now is not a bad hold. But here's the exciting part. The exciting part is if we see the market reverse, we are looking at, from our current area, even back to our yearly highs, a 5x, which means even if you missed out on this position at the low at the start of this year, you get to capture a 5x just holding Xcn at this area, which is why I deployed $5,000 in Xcn last week. Now, even if price sales are 30% from our current area and we buy it back up to our all-time highs, well, now we're looking at a 7x, right? 7.5x. This is absolutely insane. This is what we like to call in the business kind of a win-win opportunity at this court. Now, obviously, if selling pressure does continue, Bitcoin continues to slide, maybe makes its way towards 60, then of course you will need to execute, certain strategies like maybe moving to stable coins, maybe waiting for price to go back to its low for the year. and then moving back in once all that selling pressure has continued, and that'll be a downside move of 60% from our current area. So that's kind of like the worst case scenario here. And as I said, there are certain macro data points that we're paying close attention to indicate whether we need to move into stable coins or not. In fact, we moved some of our positions into stable coins over the weekend. And if you're not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any more of these Xcn updates. I will be updating on Xcn daily, so make sure you subscribe right now so you don't miss out on another update. And obviously, if you wanted to know more in depth about the overall market, the macro, and how that's going to affect Xcn, you also need to join my free Telegram group. The link is in my description. I actually warned everybody in the free Telegram group that once a certain macro indicator is triggered, people could lose up to 50% of their capital. So make sure you join the free Telegram group. The link is in my description. Once again, if you don't have a Telegram app downloaded, download the app, then click the link, otherwise it will not work. And I also have a video in there that shows you how to make 100,000 in 1 month in 16 days. But anyway, let's continue with the video. So right now we're at an interesting area. We're either going to go completely parabolic if the market reverses from here, in which case we're looking at 5x just to our short-term target price. And we will talk about these second targets in the next few videos, but first it's more important that everybody understands where Xcn is currently at, how it's performed for the year, and ultimately the lowest point it could go from where it currently is, and the short-term highest point. So if you're watching this right now and you're panicking and you're thinking to yourself, Xcn, this project is, a complete waste of time, it's poor performing. Well, the stats say otherwise, right? It's up 250% for the year. And guess what? Even if it sells off 60%, well, then it's still in a profit for the year, about 1% or 2%. But nevertheless, it still outperforms almost every coin in the market. So I just had to put that out there because there's, of course, a lot of information being put out, not rooted or based in any fact. And as you can see, if you bought Xcn from the start of the year, you're in profit. And guess what? Some are going to say, but I didn't. I bought at this area and I'm currently down. Let's say you're down, 50%. Well, I would just say, well, if you bought any coin in the altcoin market, let's just say in the month of Feb, you would be down the equivalent, if not more, maybe 60, 70% or 80%, right? So even in that scenario, Xcn still outperforms the market. So far, this has been a solid, stable project for the year, and we'll be keeping a very close eye on it. Like I said, we will be doing daily updates on Xcn. If you want to be, attuned to the macro, and you want to make sure that you don't end up being wiped out by 50 or 60% from this area, then I would urge you all join the free Telegram group and also join my Crypto Crew Premium channel, because that's where on the weekend we actually told our members, move some projects into stable coins, get prepared for Monday, save yourself the 20-30% loss, and then just redeploy from next week if the market looks good. Simple strategy, saved everyone 20-30% downside moves. So I'll see you all in the free Telegram group. I'll see you all tomorrow on my next update that I'll be posting, so make sure you subscribe. And of course, if you want to be up to date and be a part of my inner circle, join my Crypto Crew Premium channel right now. The link is in my description. But let's see what happens. We're going to be keeping a very close eye on the market now. Remember, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. Always make sure to do your own independent research. And until next update, guys, seize the day.